Welcome to Exploring Zen, an 8-week guided intro to mindfulness meditation. I'm Coach D, and I'm going to be with you along the way throughout this program. Now, I just want to say I am not a meditation guru. I am not an instructor in any way, shape, or form. But what I am is someone who believes in the benefits of mindfulness meditation. I'm also someone who's been studying it for the last handful of years and have experimented on and off with things throughout that time. In the last 4 to 5 months, I've kept things very consistent, and it's felt the best it's ever felt. And it's by doing some of the things that I want to share with you in this program. Now, what I want to share in this video is just to give you an idea of what to expect along the way through the 8 weeks. Throughout the 8-week program, you're going to have different things happening each week, and each week will have a theme. So week number 1, we start with an intro week, and that's really where we get to the foundations of a meditation practice and why we would even do it. The second week, we set that foundation with some intentions from your end in terms of how you want to go through your practice. From there, we kind of alternate weeks. We move into a challenge week, and challenge weeks aren't there to scare you. Challenge weeks are simply an opportunity to try a different form of mindfulness meditation, because there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. And it's to spark some things going on in your head too that maybe you might come up with your own ideas. The other weeks are called Zen Boosts, and Zen Boosts are the opportunity to up the amount of time that you're meditating for if and when you're ready. And as well, sometimes we throw in a little bit of a challenge in there as well. And then finally, we'll finish the very last week with some thoughts about how to progress your practice after these 8 weeks. Then what? What do you do after that? And we're going to explore all of those things week by week. First of all, meditation is not a competition. There's no trophies, there's no medals, there's no tournaments. This is all within. So everything we do is for you, and what you decide to do is very important. But also, it's important to take your time and to have patience as you build your practice, like with anything in life. And we're going to discuss that as we go through the 8 weeks. Meditation, we don't need any specific equipment. We don't need a special room. We don't need incense or particular music. We can have all these things, but they are not necessary to what goes on here and here. So for this program, you can do this anywhere, and that's the idea. I want to help you get into the practice of doing it wherever is convenient for you. It might be on a park bench, might be sitting beside the water, might be sitting in a comfy chair at home, might be sitting on your yoga mat like me on the floor. It doesn't matter how you do it, it's a matter of if you do it. One thing we're going to constantly be stressing is the idea of not rushing. With anything in our health practices, we want to do things slowly and progressively over time so it seems almost seamless. So in this 8-week program, at most, you might be meditating for 5 to 10 minutes at the end of the 8 weeks. And that's okay. That's amazing, actually, if you do that. If not, you might only be at 10 breaths by the end of the 8 weeks, which is where we start. That's totally fine too. There's no rush. We have our entire lives to learn and practice meditation. In meditation, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. There's no pass or fail. It's simply do it or don't do it. Everybody has something different going on up here, and everybody has a bunch of things running through their head at any given time. And that's totally fine. And that's exactly why your practice may be different than my practice on the inside.